What's up? I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the extended video preview of the Y-Drive Plus Mobile Lite Wireless reader from Kingston. Now, a few weeks ago at CES, we introduced you to the Mobile Lite Wireless, which happens to be the evolution of the Y-Drive line from Kingston. Last year, we actually reviewed the Y-Drive, which allowed you to expand the storage of your Apple iOS device, whether that happened to be an iPad, an iPhone, or an iPod, or even Android devices such as a Kindle Fire, by adding files to that portable hard drive and streaming them to up to 3 separate devices at the exact same time. Well, Kingston decided to actually change that format with the Mobile Lite Wireless, which removes the NAND storage in favor of allowing you to hot swap your media cards or a USB stick at any point in time while still streaming to 3 devices. Now, we got this from Kingston at CES, and we've actually been testing it out as part of a beta program that they've been running, and we wanted to actually show you exactly what you can expect the device to potentially look like and even act like when it's released a little bit later on this year. They're thinking about releasing it within either Q2 or Q3, so the look, the functionality, and even some of the features might change, but this is still a pretty good sense of exactly what you can expect from the Mobile Lite Wireless. So when we opened up the box, there really wasn't that much in it. You had the Mobile Lite Wireless reader, and you had the mini USB cable to help charge the device itself. Actually, it only takes about 2 hours to charge the reader, and you get anywhere between 6 hours and sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit lighter, depending upon the amount of streaming that you're doing. I've found in some of the tests that I've gotten up to 8 hours if I'm streaming only to one particular device. If I stream to 2 or more, I'm actually cutting in on the battery life. You can even use the Mobile Lite Wireless reader as an emergency battery pack for your phone. Of course, when you do that, you're not going to really be able to stream any content, so you're not going to take advantage of what it's for. But if your phone's dying, you can easily use it and rescue yourself in that manner. Now, what's really interesting about the Mobile Lite Wireless reader is that obviously right here you have the mini USB port which you use to charge the device. But you also have a full USB 2.0 slot right here. And what's really nice about it is you're not limited on the storage of this port itself. So regardless of whatever USB stick you happen to have, whether that's a 4, 8, 16, 32, or more, you can just plug it into this slot right here, and you can immediately have the Mobile Lite Wireless reader recognize that drive. You can even plug in external hard drives, and the reader will recognize what's on your hard drive and make it available for any of your devices. On the front of the device, you also have a few of the elements that let you know about the reader. You have your power light, so you have an indication of the battery, and if you just hit the on button right down here, you actually get a sense of what's going on. If it's flashing green, you have between 50 and 100% of battery life. Amber is between 25 and 50, and red is 0 and 25, so you should probably consider charging it. Next to that, you have your wireless signal indicator light, and finally you have a bridge light. What's really cool about the Mobile Lite Wireless reader is that you can actually use it as a bridge to keep your devices connected to a wireless network. Whereas with the older Y drives, you really had to basically sync it directly to the product, and you really couldn't get online any longer. This will allow you to still be able to carry out functionality online while accessing whatever files you happen to be using. Finally, on this side, you have your SD card slot and your microSD card slot. Now, what's actually different about this, and I'm just going to eject a card here, is that you can put up to 32 gigabyte cards in either one of these slots, giving you a full 64 gigs of available storage on this side of the reader, and again, an unlimited amount through the USB 2.0 port as long as it's a FAT32 formatted card. Now, what we thought we'd do is we'd actually demonstrate exactly how this works and what it looks like when you're actually turning it on. So what happens is you hold in the button for a little bit, and it actually will fully turn everything on. The bridge light will try to see if it needs to bridge a connection between the reader and any devices that you happen to have on. But then, once it's actually turned on, what you do is you go over to, say, your iPad, and you immediately go in and you configure the program. Right now, Kingston has the app for the Mobile Lite Wireless on the Apple App Store. The Android versions really haven't been released just yet. They're targeting Apple first and then Android later, just like they did with the Y Drive. But you download it from the Apple Store, and then you immediately go over to your Wi-Fi networks, and it depends on where you happen to be locationally to determine just how fast this occurs. Now, we're in an office building, so we have a lot of wireless networks, but if you're at home or say you're driving in a car, it really will pop up a lot faster than you might see right here. But what you see is we've already configured this, so the Y Drive Plus pops up, and so we can exit this setting and immediately launch the wireless app. And as you can see, it automatically is populating everything that I happen to have on that SD card that I inserted into the slot. Now, what I can also do is I can take this Kingston USB drive and I can plug it in here. And what's really cool about that is that it will automatically recognize whatever I have added via device 0 and device 2, which is also recognizing the ports on either side of the Mobile Lite Wireless reader. So what I can do is I can actually go in and I can all of a sudden say listen to a song. If I don't want to watch something but I want to listen to some music, I can automatically hit that and it starts playing the song right there. And you can easily expand the view. You can just have it playing on in the background. If there's any album art, it will pop up. So maybe one of your friends is playing a song on your iPad, but maybe you want to watch a movie. Well, you can just pick up your iPhone, launch the app right here, and I'll just go out and why don't I just choose Enter the Dragon as a completely separate video. As you can see, it's still playing the music on that side, but I've got Enter the Dragon playing right here on my iPhone. And I can zoom in, I can actually scrub a little bit forward or back to get into the movie. And as you can see, it's playing two completely separate pieces of media at the same time. You can have another person check out some photos or even access some documents from whatever you happen to have on your SD, microSD, or your USB cards at the same time. Now, and I'll just even go back out. Maybe let's just access something different. Say a Dave Chappelle comedy special. What's also really nice about the Y Drive Mobile Lite Wireless is that whenever you're playing something, it will actually save the spot of whatever you happen to be playing. So if you get interrupted or you pause and you decide to go off and do something else, as soon as you immediately hit that button again, it picks up exactly where it left off, and you are right back into whatever you are watching, listening to, or interacting with. Again, this is a feature that was additionally in the Y Drive from last year. It's just been carried over to the Mobile Lite Wireless. It's really nice to see that that is carried through by Kingston. Again, the Mobile Lite Wireless should be coming out a little bit later on this year, Q2 to Q3. There isn't a price just yet, but that's because Kingston is also trying to figure out exactly what they want to do with the device itself, and they're taking a lot of that feedback from their website, and you can actually go to it, and you can probably see it right here. It's at kingston.com/MLW for Mobile Lite Wireless, and you can not only sign up for the beta program, but you can also leave your feedback and get some information about this product, as well as finding out exactly when they expect to release this new device. So that's an extended preview look at the Y Drive Plus Mobile Lite Reader from Kingston. Be sure to come back to our website later on this year where we'll have a full review of this particular device. For the latest coupons and deals on devices from Kingston like the Mobile Lite Reader or the Y Drive, be sure to check out techbargains.com. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube, and to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features like this one, be sure to go to techbargains.com/videos.